watching out for you. This is Storm Team 8.
If you've been with us through the course of the noon show and just the minutes before, you know that there was a severe thunderstorm warning issued for parts of Ottawa and Kent County. Those have all been allowed to expire right now as the storm has weakened and pushed its way to the east out of the warning area. I didn't see any reports of severe weather with this. Most of the reports I had were of very heavy rainfall and winds that were gusting to between 20 and 45 miles an hour. So as I zoom in right now, you can see the storm has moved its way through Ionia. It's moved through Clarksville and Saranac. The northern part of Lake Odessa, coming into Portland very soon here. Track puts it there within about the next 3 minutes. And then the backside of this, clearing Portland by about 1:03. So this is going to be about a 10 or 15 minute period of very heavy rainfall. The back edge of the rain out of Ionia within about the next 5 to 10 minutes as well. And this thunderstorm clearing central Ionia County by about 1 p.m. Expanding the view out, there's not much back to our west. At least not just yet, although we are going to be quite unstable this afternoon, and I do expect further development here. And this is just the start of what could be several rounds of showers and thunderstorms that push their way through West Michigan. We are in that familiar yellow shade, the slight risk area for severe weather. This is for today. All of southwest lower Michigan is included. Our biggest threat here, some winds that could gust to around 60 miles an hour. Now let me fast forward one day. This is the slight risk area for tomorrow. For your Wednesday, notice most of the lower peninsula is covered. Threat here, very much the same. We could see some of those winds gusting to around 60 miles an hour. That was the threat with this storm as it pushed through, although it fell a little bit short. Didn't quite produce that strong of winds. This view is of Grand Rapids from downtown on top the Eberhard Center. This is the S-curve 131. Wet pavement, but the rain, at least with this first batch of storms, has pretty much exited its way to the east. Air temp is a rain-cooled 70 degrees in Grand Rapids. Look where they've seen a little sun, though. Kalamazoo down to Sturgis and Coldwater, they're holding in the upper 70s to near 80 degrees today. They'll make a run at the mid-80s. Further to the north, we're going to have a hard time with that because we have all this cloud cover in place. We've already seen several rounds of showers and storms, so our temps here are going to struggle into the low 80s, and if we don't see any sun, we may even fall a bit short of this, but it certainly is going to stay on the humid side. If you head out to Lake Michigan today for one reason or another, the risk for rip currents does increase north of Holland, especially on those south-facing beaches from the south side of the piers. Waves will be about 1 to as much as 3 feet outside of thunderstorms, but things could get very choppy as some of these storms try to roll across Lake Michigan. So here's how the 8-day forecast is going to break down for us. We have the chance for showers and storms basically over the next 36 to 48 hours. Slight risk area for severe weather. Our threat is going to be some of those stronger wind gusts. But I actually think, Brett and Emily, the bigger thing we're going to have to be looking at over the next couple days is the threat for heavy rain. It's been a really wet spring, early summer already. Many of those lakes, rivers are a little bit above normal. Lake Michigan continues to add inches to it. So as we watch this rain come down, I wouldn't be surprised to see a flood watch issued for parts of West Michigan coming out this afternoon. And of course, Bill and Kyle will be in, and they'll have the latest for you on that starting at 5.
Now, we're not talking about anything like the flooding we saw this spring.
No, but we are looking at parts of Wisconsin picked up 6 to 8 inches of rain over the weekend, and that whole pattern has shifted in our direction. I'm not saying we'll see that much rain, but for instance, this storm just rolled through Grand Haven, and US 31 was reported to have 2 to 3 inches of standing water on it, at least temporarily before that water recedes. So things like that, torrential rainfall, we'll be looking out for it.
A lot of things to look out for.
A lot of things. Pretty busy in the tracking center. We mentioned this pattern was going to become a little bit more active, though, and happen just like that.
Okay, Laura, thank you.